this is Willie Faye. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to create a blanket with this dense textured stitch. Now, this stitch has been called the peel stitch or the gravel stitch. I've seen it called different things. I will tell you it is a variation on the bump stitch. And as you can see, if I can pull this up here, it has the bumps in it that are common to the bump stitch, but then we alternate on that, and it just creates this lovely textured, very dense finish. I think it's wonderful for just a basic blanket for holding around. If you make it from acrylic, you can make it from anything you like, but if you make it from acrylic, it just melts together so nicely. You can throw it in the wash, you can throw it in the dryer, you can take it camping, you can make it for the kids to watch television or even yourself. So this is just an all-around great stitch, especially for acrylic, but as I said, you can use it with anything. We're going to start today. We're going to need a hook and I'm going to use the Aran weight or the worsted weight yarn still, because this channel is focusing mostly on people who are learning how to crochet at the moment. I will be moving forward with other things later on, but for now, go ahead and use a worsted weight or larger yarn. This one here is made from a bulky weight, so it's extremely thick, extremely warm, as you can see. But the worsted weight works as well. It just won't be quite as heavy. So let's go ahead and make our slip knot. If you don't know how to do that, I cover that on my YouTube channel on How to Crochet for Beginners Part 1. But we're just going to slip our middle yarn over the top of the front one and then move that one under, and you can get a better look at how to do that if you go to the video on my YouTube channel. That's How to Crochet for Beginners Part 1. What I want you to do is chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so chain 20, and then I'm going to have you chain one more just to show you. We lose a stitch when we go through the back bump, and I am quite fond of going through the back bump when possible. So we're going to turn it over, and as I demonstrated in the How to Crochet for Beginners Part 2 tutorial, there are bumps on the very back side. I like to go through those, and we always skip the first one. So go down, not to the one here at the top, but to the next one down, and put your crochet hook right through that back bump. Be careful that you don't pick up the other stitches as well, the other loops as well. And then you are just going to do a single crochet, one line, a single crochet, and that will be with the extra stitch 20 stitches. So we're just going to pull through there and pull through 2. Okay, then you're going to go back into the next back bump again, and you're going to pull through 1, pull through 2. And you're just going to continue to do that all the way down. I'm going to pause this video when you get to the end. Do nothing, wait on me, and I will show you how to proceed. Okay, so here we are now. We have gone all the way across with our single crochet stitch, and let me just take a different needle here so we can count a hook and count these. There should be 20 stitches in here because we chained 20 and then 1 extra, and then we started on the second back bump. Like, again, if you aren't sure about how to do this, you can always go back and watch the earlier tutorials on How to Crochet for Beginners. And also, do not feel bad if yours doesn't look exactly right. The great thing about a video tutorial is that you can pause it, or you can go back and start over and try it all again. With 20 stitches, you're not out too much time or effort or yarn. So here we go. We're going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20s. That's exactly what we're supposed to have. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to actually turn our work around, okay? And we're going to work it from the right to the left. That's what we always do with crochet. We work right to left. We always turn our work, but we're going to chain up one. And that allows us to move in, not right here, but to the next one. We have put an extra stitch in by chaining up one. What I want you to do now is put a double crochet stitch into this one, and you can just go straight into the groove. This is not like some patterns where you have to go into the front or back bump. On this one you can go straight into the groove and just go underneath both loops on the stitch. So you've chained up one, you're going to do a double crochet into that stitch like that. Whoop. Okay, and then you're going to go a single crochet into the next stitch. And I have accidentally grabbed my lead, so let's start over with that. Okay, what we want to do here, let me get a different angle, get this right. Oh, I'm kicking my thing here. Okay, we want to chain up one, alrighty, and then we want to do a double crochet into this second stitch, not the first one, the second. First one, as you can see, is attached to where we chained up. So do a double crochet into there and a single crochet into the next. Okay, and let me pull this up for you so you can get a little closer look. I've had people complain that they couldn't see what I was doing, so I've shown you from the wider view. Let me get you up here close now. We're going to do the double crochet. Again, the tutorials for beginners on my YouTube channel will show you how to do these if you're not already familiar with them. If you are, we'll just continue here. We go in behind both loops on the stitch and pull it through, pull through two, pull through two, and then we do a single crochet, and then we do a double crochet. Whoop. And then we do a single crochet. Then we do a double crochet and a single crochet. And we're going to do that all the way down. Go ahead and go all the way down, but this very last stitch right here on the tip of it at the very end on the left hand side, do not touch that. When you complete the stitch, it wants to curl. When you complete the stitch that goes into this one here, right here, then stop and we'll catch up. Okay, so if you didn't actually get off track, and if you did, don't worry about it too much. You can always go back and try this again later. Mistakes help us be more aware of what we need to pay attention to, so don't worry about that too much. But you should have had a single crochet stitch right here. That should be where you ended up with. Again, you can always start over and work it again, because when we make mistakes, we become more aware of the things we need to pay attention to. You're going to do a half double crochet into here. Remember, I showed you that in the tutorial for beginners, but here's how you do the half double crochet, just in case you need to brush up on it. You back into it and wrap it around and go back in like you're doing the double crochet. Pull through, and then instead of going through 2 and 2, you just pull through all 3. Now turn your work to the other side like that. I had to loosen my thread there, and what we're going to do now is we're going to chain up 1. Alrighty, and we're going to go right into this one with a double crochet stitch. Now before we do, I think you'll notice we have bumps. And I said this was a variation on the bump stitch. See the bumps that you have. Let me just kind of zoom out. That will help you get a better view of it. Okay. That's what it should look like. And there should be a bump and a space, a bump and a space, a bump and a space. So we're going to start. Okay, I accidentally paused it there. We are going to start right here in front of this bump with a double crochet stitch. So let me zoom back in for you. Okay. And we're going to then go into the bump with a single crochet stitch. So we just did the double crochet stitch here. And if you notice on here, let me get real close. There's a little pinhole there where we've done the double crochet, because when we do the single crochet, it kind of bunches that up. So you don't get the post out of it that you would, because the single crochet just draws it back down. So we've done the double crochet on the right side of that bump. And now we go into the eye of that bump with a single crochet. All right. Then here at the right side of the next bump, left side of this one, right side here, we're going to do a double crochet. Alrighty, and then right into the eye of this next one, if you see right here, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do a double crochet in between, and then a single crochet. So in each one of the bumps, you're doing a single crochet, and on either side of the bump, you're doing a double crochet. Okay, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, oops, double crochet. And this is real easy to catch your mistake if you make one, because you just remember that you're always doing the single crochet into the bump. Okay, right into the center of that bump. There's a little eye there. Now you're going to do your double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and that's where we landed last time, on the single crochet. Remember, right before we got to the edge. And now you're going to do a half double crochet, and I just go right in there, see, behind those, and I just do the half double crochet. Now we're going to chain up one, turn our work. We've already chained up, we don't need to do it again. Okay, and once again, here's your bumps. If you look, okay, so you're just going to do on this side, that first stitch on the side before it, you're going to do a double crochet, and then into the first bump, in the eye of it, single crochet. Okay, and on this side over here, this is what you've got already, right? Eventually it all starts to look like this. Just remember that you're always starting with a double crochet before the bump. You're putting a single crochet in the top of every bump in these little eyes. Okay, double crochet on both sides. Okay, single crochet in the eye, and when you get down to the end, you're going to do a half double crochet right into that last stitch right there. Okay, then you're going to chain up one. You're going to do it all over again. Now for a regular blanket, you're going to need to measure out whatever size you want and do, follow those stitches accordingly. So you probably want to stick to an even number of stitches plus one, because you're going to be going into the back bump to start. So we started with 20. That's how it worked out for us. You're going to end on that stitch and do a half double crochet there. So if you get off a little on that, it turns out that your last stitch is different, just be sure you follow the pattern. It will still look the same, because this is what you end up with, is this grainy textured blanket. and it is really, really nice, really dense, as you can see. Doesn't have a lot of holes in there, not very porous. I think you're going to love it. So, happy crocheting, and please like and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.